Okay, so unlike most places in the world, for instance, England, it's difficult in England to get a landlord to agree to allow you to sublease their properties. Maybe because they can do it themselves, or they're very apprehensive that the property will, be maintained in a good condition. So it's quite difficult. It's a big numbers game. In the UAE and Dubai, it's also difficult, but not as difficult. That could be because Dubai has very good laws protecting the landlords, and the legislation for subleasing is very clear and it's legal. And also because 90% of population is foreigners, and most of these foreigners who are buying here, they may not be living here, and they just need somebody responsible to manage their properties on their behalf, and they're looking for a high ROI or consistent, safe ROI. So what we do is, first of all, we make ourselves look like we are competent, which means ideally you should have a website that says that you are a professional vacations home company, and you make yourself look corporate, and you present yourself as a corporate entity and not an individual who's trying to make a quick buck. So have a good website, have a good corporate identity, have all your paperwork in place, your licensing, etc. And then we have to understand what is the main concern. The main concern is the property's well-being. The landlord is concerned if you have 5-6 people checking in and out of their property every month, that's 60 check-ins, check-outs per year, what's going to happen to my property? It's going to get trashed. Well, the answer to that is it's not, because why is it that when you go and stay in any hotel that's also having 50, 60, 70 check-ins every year, it is in pristine condition? And the reason why it's in pristine condition is when somebody is subleasing a room or an apartment, they have to have a maintenance and cleaning team. Because every day that property is in poor condition and it cannot be rented out is a day that you're losing money. So as a professional subleaser, sir, we would say to the landlord, we have a full-time maintenance and cleaning team. Now you can outsource these. There's lots of companies that will provide those services. Make sure you find good ones. And you will make sure on a daily basis that everything in that property is at 100% best condition, whether it's the walls, the televisions, the furniture, the rugs, the kitchen utensils, everything is maintained and fixed on the spot, which means that them giving you their property will probably be maintained much better than giving it to a long-term tenant who you don't know what they're doing with your property. You can't enter to see it. You can't kick them out for 12 months without 12 months notice, and they could be destroying your property. Whereas a professional subleaser, holiday home company, will be maintaining it and taking care of it on a daily basis. So that's how you convince them that they should give you the property, and it's better to be with you than with a single tenant. Number two is they're worried about the guarantee of their rent. How do we know? There are scams that are happening nowadays. So what some holiday home company pretend fake scammers are doing, they'll go and rent a property with a sublease. They'll only give 3 or 4, 5, 6 checks. Only the first check will clear. Then they'll sublease that property to somebody else on 1 check, take that money and disappear, and the landlord is left with a unit that he can't access, and he's not going to get any more rent for it. So the landlords are scared. How do you convince a landlord that they're safe with you and that they're going to continue to get their rent, right? So this comes down to showing your documents, your corporate presence, showing how you're an entity that they can trust, giving them some kind of detail on your history, your work history, your corporate history, your history of being in that particular city for how long. You can provide a credit report nowadays, and there's multiple different things that you need to do. And once you provide all those documentations and you sit and you talk to the landlord, and they can get a feeling of who you are and some history and background on who you are, you can overcome that issue. Those are the two main reasons that landlords are scared to sublease, and that's how you overcome them.